Over the recent decades, Hong Kong has transformed from a village to a cosmopolitan city. It's quite common to see tall buildings everywhere, and Hong Kong is also symbolized with a well-developed transport system. Admittedly, this truly led to the booming of the economy, and the status of international city of Hong Kong is consolidated. Meanwhile, the government did not focus too much on the conservation of historical buildings. Yet last, due to the rapid development of this city, all the buildings become strange to us. Where is this? It is Stone Nulla Lane in Wan Chai. The Blue House is a pre-war building with a history of over 80 years. It used to be the Wah To Hospital and was rebuilt in 1924 to become a typical 4-story Chinese-style building, which is known as tenement house. A famous Chinese chiropractic clinic established by one of the apprentices of famed Kung Fu master Wong Lik Kan is located on the ground floor. The building was named the Blue House because in 1997, the tenement house was renewed by the government and painted blue. Since then, this building became mesmerizing to tourists and those who are interested in architecture.
I think it's a shame to have to change, make the old people move out. There's a lot of history here. It's really good to see, particularly in Hong Kong. Hong Kong changes so much, so it's nice to see something stay the same. I think it's a shame.
The wall of the building is painted blue after the renewal, and do you think that this will wash away the memories of the citizens?
Painted blue?
Yes.
I like the painted blue. I think it makes it stand out and it draws attention to the area.
Oh, that's unique. I like the blue.
It's easy to notice that the redevelopment of Wan Chai is the cause of the destruction of many old buildings. Do you think that the citizens is responsible for protecting such old buildings?
Yeah, sure. I think if the citizens don't protect the old buildings, then perhaps nobody else will. So it's important. Yeah.
Do you like this building?
I love this building. Yeah, it's very cool.
I love this whole area.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thanks for.
What's your feeling towards the Blue House?
My feeling?
Yes.
I think that the Blue House must be conserved so as to let people know more about its history. It is crucial since the Blue House is a building with a history of over 80 years. Generally, you can seldom find such kind of old buildings in Hong Kong now. After the land is purchased by entrepreneurs and the residents are forced to move out, less houses will remain. Due to the renewal by the government, the building was painted blue. On the other hand, the grey house nearby was owned by the private individuals, so it is not painted after depreciation. The purpose of the commercial groups to take over the Blue House is to construct some high-density residential buildings here and earn more money. We don't want to have war effect in Wan Chai. Just like the situation in this district, in the past, the buildings only had 2 to 4 stories. But now Snif, there even has 50 stories. The tall buildings cover everything, so you can see how serious the problems are.
Do you want to raise the awareness of conservation of the teenagers?
Yes, therefore, we authentically want to conserve this building, so that the teenagers can know more about the features of the Blue House and try to compare the advantages and the disadvantages of the old style and new style residential buildings.
Now, many residents are still fascinated by the Blue House. and they often gather to talk about their livelihood. Just like what Mr. Chan said, many people are quite curious about the Blue House. Apart from the Blue House, many other places also become the victims of the rapid development of the city. Just like the old Wan Chai market, it will soon be replaced by the new Wan Chai market. The old Wan Chai market will only exist in the history only. Actually, now, Wan Chai is a mixture of old cultures and innovations. Nevertheless, many residents have a lively remembrance of their childhood, and many memory stuffs here.
Did the Blue House bring you a lot of memories?
Definitely, there must be some indelible memories of the childhood.
How many years have you lived here?
70 years.
Obviously, they all do not want the town planning will effect a radical change in their life. It is miserable that the redevelopment undermines the balconied tenements. What will be the fate of Wan Chai in the future? How about the Blue House?
Although the Blue House is in the list of Grade 1 historic buildings, the government still forces the residents to move out. Are you disappointed towards this decision?
We have voiced out our desire, and recently the Secretary of Development, Carrie Lam Yue replied that we can decide whether to stay by ourselves.
It seems that we are all unsure about the fate of the Blue House.
In your mind, by comparing developing the Blue House into a tourist spot with the residential use, which one is better?
We can do this mutually because the youngsters can broaden their horizons by visiting the Blue House.
Blue House. Redevelopment. Can the government create a win-win situation by adopting fresh policies on conservation? Will the residents' dreams come true?